I'm Richard Brown. I'm with the Southern Baptist Disaster Relief in Oklahoma. We would like to show you what to do with a house after it's been flooded, how to mediate from mold, and to keep yourself safe. The first thing you want to do is look at the ridge line on the house when you walk up to it, and look at the hip lines and make sure there's nothing sagging on them to make sure the structure is safe, and then to look at the exterior walls and make sure there's nothing kicked in or kicked out on the walls as well to make sure that the structure is safe to go in. And at this point, we're going to go into the house and see what we do inside to mediate there. All right, now that we are inside the house and the carpet in the room has been removed, we need to remove the doors. And as this is a hollow core door and it can be saved, all you have to do is remove the door and take it out and spray it and process so it'll be clean and sanitized. You need to remove the wall plates, and you want to make sure that the electricity in the house is off so nobody gets hurt because of the electricity, so you check your circuit breakers. Next, you start removing the door trim. You get the door trim out of the way for the sheetrock so it can be removed. And you also have to do the floor trim as well. All right, now we're going to do the exterior wall. We're going to measure down 6 feet on the exterior wall, starting on the exterior, so we know exactly how far the water has wicked up the insulation on the outside of the walls. And then we will, once we have measured down the 6 foot for a 2 foot mark, we're going to snap a chalk line so we can cut it out. Now that you have the sheetrock marked with a chalk line, you take a utility knife and you cut along the chalk line so that you can remove the sheetrock right at the 2 foot mark. Once you've got it cut all the way through, you take your hammer and you start just breaking it out, and you'll see that the sheetrock will just pull right off of there up against that mark. And you'll be able to expose the insulation and everything else behind it. It just takes a little work, but you can get it off of there. Now that we have the sheetrock off, you need to remove the insulation on the exterior walls. You cut it right where the sheetrock's out, and you pull it out, and you can see that this insulation is wet and dripping with water. Then you come up and you have to remove all the nails that are in the walls. Take them all out because contractors need those out so that they can replace the new sheetrock. You'll see that there's a lot of different flooring options in a home. This house is on a slab, which means it's cement floor, and this ceramic tile is put right on the slab. This does not have to be removed because you can spray this right on the slab and it will mediate the mold. You can also see that we have removed the carpeting in this home and the tack strips. It's already been taken up. It's one of the first things we do when we come into a home. But then you've also got a much trickier floor, which is a wooden subfloor, and you have your tile is either on a layer of wood that's on top of the subfloor, or it can also be on like a cement board, which is a hardy board or a Durock, and that still needs to come up because your water is going to be trapped underneath it, between it and the wood, and that will mold as well. So if you don't take that up, you're going to have as much mold as anywhere else. All right, we're at a point now where it's really hard on homeowners to understand, but you can show them why the cabinetry and countertops have to come out. You can see as you look at the sheetrock that the cabinets are actually put on over the top of the sheetrock and it's moist. The mold will be trapped in there, and then you can also see the wainscoting that is on over the top of the sheetrock. It's going to have to come off to get to that sheetrock. And then as you come into the bathroom, you can actually see the tile that is set on the sheetrock, so it's going to have to come out. You have to remember that there is mold trapped behind there. With the moisture on the sheetrock, it will mold, and if you don't get it out, you're going to be in a lot of trouble in the long run, and it's easier to do it now. We're at the point now where we're ready to start spraying. You can see we have the door trim off. We have the sheetrock out at 2 foot. You can see the water level on the exterior walls, and now Lance is spraying. The insulation's out. He's going to spray the walls, all the studs, and when he gets done with the walls and studs, he'll spray the floor. I hope this video has been help to you. We do this because we are the hands and feet of Jesus Christ to the community, and you can see there's a lot of devastation, a lot of debris that comes out of a home. If you need more help from us, you can get a hold of us at okdisasterhelp.org. And there are also 42 other conventions in the United States that you can contact in your specific state to get help. God bless you.